Alright, how's everyone doing? So here we are with Raina, the other main character of the game. Cannot refuse her. Why would you? So she's always going to be traveling with you. Doesn't necessarily need to be in the party, but she's always going to be there, her and Claude. So, what to say about Raina? Well, she used to be the best character in the game. It would be Raina in Three Fighters, but now in the remake, things have changed. Just the way that the game works. A lot of different things that were added, and so to talk on her heals, I would say that she's not as important as she used to be. The main reasons for this is we now have factors on equipment. HP drain on your weapon is extremely powerful. So each attack you're going to get HP back. It's, you don't have to jump through any hoops. Another one, a lesser version, would be crit super boost. So when you crit, you're going to get a percentage of your stats back, which is nice. Some characters have higher crit than others. Weapons, of course, everybody has the same base crit, but it's what you can use. That's one. So those are two ways of healing just through equipment itself. The second would be that a lot of the characters that had healing in their special arts, those special arts have been buffed and they're really good now. Claude, for example. Technically, Opera, I mean, it's a healing spell skill, but for example, it's a lot more beefier now. Now you're going to be getting 5k heals, so pretty solid. It's just there's just so many more ways to get healing or be invincible, especially late game, post game. There's still the bloody armors, but now we can do Valiant Mail and just completely be invincible. Or you can still get hit with status, but just take no damage, and at the same time use a super broken OP sword and just Claude, Ash, Diaz, just do insane amounts of damage that nobody can really compete with. So it's just a lot of things. Nothing really brought her down. It's just the changes in the game brought other characters up. So enough of that. Stats. Let's talk about stats. Just standard caster stats. She's gonna have low defense. The intelligence is right about the same as everyone else. What's gonna dictate, the intelligence is basically their gear and their weapons. She'll have a decent amount of intelligence on her weapons, but she's still going to be a healer support, so it doesn't matter too much. Gear wise, she can nullify petrification and paralysis like all the other casters, excluding Noel, but we'll talk about him later. So gear is fine, stats are fine. Spells and special arts, same deal. Only that now the spells got buffed, so let's hop into here. So first things first, let's do, heal. We'll show it. Simple heal, boom, crush. So as you can see, these spells no longer slow down the game. Thump, and it missed. Come on, Raina. Okay, there's that. Antidote, you're never ever gonna use this. I mean, maybe. Probably never. Deep Mist, decrease accuracy. Well, that's gonna help with avoidance. But we're already using the formation with hit and avoidance and super armor. I think this is the best formation in the game. It gives you everything you can want. Playing on Universe, you're going to get that extra hit so that you can hit things. Obviously the Void's going to help you not get hit, and the super armor is just invaluable. So, but you know, you never know. It's just okay. So hit down 50%. All right. Next, let's do Cure Light. So this is a stronger single target. As you level up, you're just going to be using that. You're not going to use heal anymore. Just basic RPG stuff. Silence, sometimes good. I mean, generally in random encounters, you just go in there and you just bash their heads in. But there are sometimes mages that are kind of annoying. So, all right, laser beams, not as good as it used to be. A fair amount of spells have been nerfed in their AOEs, their whole screen-wide AOEs. Or the arenas are actually smaller now, or well, if you're coming from Second Evolution now, they're closer to the second story. You know, the OG is in the what's it, the pillar box. There we are with that. Used to be a lot better. Okay, chance to inflict stun. Doesn't always, rarely works, I would say, but well, let's just do that again and make sure. Okay, well, yeah, let's just move on. Then we have Cure All. So Cure All is a spell that you're going to be using the entire game. She does get beefier spells, so this is your super single target, super all target. The thing is that these have a longer casting time, and you really don't need a long casting time spell to heal 9,000 when you can just pump up your int and heal 4, 5, 6,000. Just get it out quicker. So this is what I would use. This is what I do use throughout the game. I don't use any of these later spells. This is all you need. Now we have delay. Let's delay. Whatever, let's get it done. So delay, that's good. The guys are chasing you. Run! Run, little Rena. Let's do Condition Cure. So, I mean, it does dispel debuffs, but you're going to have your petrification and paralysis covered through equipment. So it's really not... It's good, but it's... yeah. Gravity Crash. So this is her first big, like, spell. So I was going to drop a ton of balls right on their face. Boom. Look at that. Gives you a defense down. Look at these. Look at these poor guys. Broken leg. Broken head. Busted eye. What a life. So, quite good. Doesn't take too long. Lowers defense. Pretty solid. Light Cross. This is a cool spell. Let's see. Look at that. Holy moly. So she'll have some earth and light elemental attacks. And, you know, the elements really don't matter too much. If ever. Until, you know, certain... through the majority of the game, you're just going to be throwing out spells and just be like, whatever, doesn't matter. Guard is always useful, especially on Universe, higher difficulties, even Claude. Tanking out, he's still going to get slapped for 7, 8, 9,000. The tougher fights, so Guard is always good. And these spells do, in fact, stack with Angel Feather. Wow, I haven't even been here yet. Holy moly. Where were we? Guard. Yeah, so they will stack with Angel Feather, so it's always good. She makes a great assault formation character. You're generally going to want to use that for Angel Feather. We'll get there later, but Guard's pretty solid. Tractor Beam, it's one of those things that it never works when you want it to. Yeah, like that. But then sometimes when you don't want it to work, it'll work. So I don't want it to work right now. Oh, there you go. So it's just one of those. Haste. Haste is good. It gives you basically bunny shoes. It's nice when you're trying to come home from the forest and not get raped by a bunch of knights. Let's see. Raise Dead. It's actually a quick spell that, you'll see it go off as soon as the character dies, so the AI is really good with that. Power Up. I can't actually cast it, I don't have anybody, but Power Up. This is going to be a 50%. This is a single target spell. It's really solid. As long as you have, say, Celine with Angel Feather, and then you can put Raina in the assault formation, and as you can see here, we got 50 attack, 25 attack, so stacks, lots of damage, pretty good. Fairy Healing, so this is your big single target chunky spell. Long cast time, massive heal, but it's really not needed. Reflection, now this is a super good spell. It's really hard to mitigate, spell damage. There's really not a lot you can do other than just stack resistances, but this will help. Super good, especially end game, post game, and everyone seems to be a mage. So let's see, spell damage reduced. So pretty solid. It's actually a really good spell. Star Flare. Alright, so Star Flare is her final big magic attack. This will stop the action on the screen. Unlike the other ones, generally the all spells do that, but I mean, it doesn't slow it down that much. Just like being on a laggy game online, just see just a quick lag. So. Look at that. Look at the other brains melted. Let's try that again. I'll skip it this time. So not too bad. It's still kind of annoying. But, you just put her on, focus on healing, you'll never see it. Or you could put her on one of these and select which spells you want. So she'll just do Gravity Crush, which is generally what I do. Alright, 2 more spells. This is the Fairy Light. As you can see, long cast time, super chunky heal. It's really not needed. And finally, we have the OP spell. So there's only 2 characters in the game that have this. It's going to buff all your characters. Defense, attack, and hit, which is quite good. And it stacks with the other single target spells. So only Celine and Raina have this spell. So if you're going to skip on Celine and you're rocking Raina as your healer, you're not going to have Angel Feather on demand for that quality of life. You still just, for any tough fight, or you still just, open up the menu and she'll do it. Sometimes she'll just do it automatically for you. It depends, but it's nice to have it on demand. So that is Raina. Cute as a button. Let's see, look at all the buffs. Attack, defense. Looks like it finally wore off, huh? Alrighty. So that is Raina. Let's nuke and get out of here. Alright, there's Raven. Okay, so I mean she's still good. I mean if you need a healer, if you want a healer, she's still gonna be really good. It's just that there's ways that you can deal with healing now. So she's still very, very good, very useful. Best healer in the game, has all the best support spells, so super good. Alright, so that's that for this one. I'll see you again later.